what you'll notice from the first round onwards is when Canelo's working to the body, he's just hitting what's there. So then you start to get some bruising into the forearms and into the triceps, and then some redness on the body as well. And then you start to see Yildirim like subconsciously making a decision between covering his head, his temples, and his, like the stuff on your head that will knock you out, and the stuff on your body that's already starting to hurt. And that's where Canelo starts to lean into it a bit more, like he did in the Kovalev fight, the finish, where he'd created the narrative of the left hook to the body, and then he came up with a rocket left hook to the head. You'll see the same thing here. Where is it? See, he postures low as if he's going to dig to the body, and you see Yildirim. You like look where his gloves are right there. Like that glove is sitting right over his cheekbone. He's not covering his head. He's not expecting a left hook to the head because otherwise his guard would be higher. He's dropped his elbows down at his belt line because he's expecting Canelo to be attacking. Oh, hang on, come on. He's expecting Canelo to be attacking into this target here. So he's trying to cover that as much as possible. When in actuality, as it pans through, Canelo comes right up to the head. You can see how his posture shows a body shot, though, and you can see how hard Yildirim bites on it by how he drops his hands as it's coming in. Bang, right at the side of it. And again, like he's just hitting whatever's there. Like he's landing right on the side of the ear there with the inside of his glove, and he's pulling all of his power into it. It's one of the things that maybe has to be adapted slightly about his style for MMA. The principle can still be applied. I'm saying this because I know a lot of MMA fans will be watching this. Like the principle can still be applied. You can still kick to the body and beat up the arms and make your opponent uncomfortable and just feel like a punch bag. There are some things that you can't do. I mean, Junior Dos Santos throws an inside left hook with like the inside of his palm. It is a possible thing, but you've got to be careful, obviously, where you're landing a bit more, with the smaller gloves. But Canelo's just clubbing at him here. He's showing dominance and he's showing power. And he does that a lot as well. He just posts on the face, and that actually backfires on Yildirim a little bit later in this round. See, there it is again. So now he's sold the left hook narrative. Now he goes a slap left hook with no intention of that landing. So Yildirim covers high. And then we've got that gap right between his elbows there, which is the target that Canelo's coming up in the center. It's like you can see his fist coming, like that's a slap left hook just to bring the guard up of Yildirim. And then the punch comes up the center. And the beauty of all this stuff, like when he fires his right hand out, it loads his lead leg for the uppercut. When he's throwing this slap left hook, he's loading this right hand to come right up the center. It's, they're complementary feints, I guess you could say. Bang, power shot. Shot to the head. There's the Yildirim reset again. Like knocked him off balance, just clubbed him with it. Bang. Lovely distance management. There's that feint right hand again. Look, you can see it fire out over Yildirim's left hand. Fully extended. This is a better angle where you can see the torque across the body. Because if I'm throwing a power punch on my lead hand, I have to draw it. I have to cock it before I throw it. Whether that's an uppercut, obviously I need to load the lead leg for that as well. But this shoulder, this arm have to retract in some way. So this is often why they're stitched onto the end of a right hand. You throw your right hand to a lead uppercut or a right hand to a lead hook because the cross torque of your shoulders sets you up for that return shot. Canelo's using that as a feint as well. Feint coupled with fear allows him to create this center channel. Fires out the right hand way over the side of Yildirim's head. And again, bear in mind, he sees Canelo's shoulder move in front of him and knows that the right hand's over here somewhere, but can't see it because of his glove. And then that center channel's opened up again. Look, we can see, let me see if I can draw and then zoom. Oh, that works. I didn't know that works. Okay. You can see the center channel right there that Canelo's influencing. And because he's beaten up so many different targets on Yildirim, he doesn't know where to defend. Like even in boxing, with the big gloves and the limited striking ranges and tools, you still can't cover everything. So you still have to make a decision. And Canelo forces him to make decisions over and over again, which is the incorrect one. Here's the right hand again. I mean, that couldn't be more extended than it is, but you can also see the benefit in it. Like, look at the distance between Yildirim's elbow and his ribs there. He's not expecting a body shot to come through. Also opens up that center channel between his two elbows, which is what Canelo's exploiting. And now we're into the second round. I mean, he's been doing this over and over again, and Canelo's still getting him to bite on it. That's the benefit and the value of Canelo putting that fear in him in the first round that every shot could be a power shot.